What is good, guys and girls of YouTube? My name is Justin Omoi, here sitting sideways because I can't, stay in the frame. So I'm here tilting with the video for you guys and girls to show you how to do something that I call, or is called, rerouting. So yes, this little thingamajiggy here, it's the Yamaha Natural Sound Graphic Equalizer. So if you don't know what a graphic equalizer is, it's basically a set of levels like you see right here that goes up and down for each and every different band to help you control like how you want the sound to be sculpted in terms of frequencies. And as usual, the audio interface I have here is the Focusrite Scarlett 2i4. It has two inputs, which is going to be definitely something beneficial, and I'll explain why later. And yeah, so it has two audio inputs as well as four audio outputs, which is another thank you for doing this kind of thing. So that's the things that you'll need, or you'll have to have at least something with two inputs and two different outputs, or four different outputs in this case, but yeah, two that's individual to itself. So for this graphic equalizer and its audio interface, they both have what is known as RCA cables. Of course, this one got TRS, but this little old piece of fart, this doesn't have TRS. This is back when RCA was, the awesomeness. So yes, for this buddy, we're gonna need 2 RCA cables. And along with that, we're going to need some little converters, which is RCAs to TRS or 1.4 jack converters. We're going to need this when it goes back into the audio interface. So yes, without a further ado, let me go ahead and get into this and show you what we're going to do. Alright, we are at the Nemo boat of this, device. The butt, the back, the bat side, the bati. Alright, anyways, so what we are going to do is a process. Let me just stick my face in there. We are trying to get the interface to route a sound into this little equalizer here, and then the equalizer will go back into the audio interface. Now, for most audio interfaces, or when you defaultly set it inside your music program, let me just fit my face in there, you will have output 1 and 2 go to your headphones or your monitors. That is why right here TRS has 1 and 2, same as this RCA has 1 and 2. So these are going to go into your speakers. So if we want to route a sound to go into here individually, we're not going to want 1, 2, 1, 2, because these are default, like the master. We're going to set everything going in there. So in this case, we're going to use 3 and 4 to put these into the graphic equalizer. I'll show you in the computer when I'm finished, hooking this up. So yes, red goes with red, white goes with white. Yep. And then, okay, now we got the output, and that has to go into the input for the Yamaha. I'm going to use what is known as line input rather than tape. I don't know, line sounds better. R is the right, R right, red right, white or white left. So yeah, I don't know, acronym or a little play on word for that. Cool. So now we have that in there. We're going to have to take the line out and put the red in, put the white in, and bop. Cool. Now, I did tell you I'm going to give you a better detailed look at these. So yeah, these are the TRS cables. And, shoot, let me fix the focus. So yeah, basically, what's going to happen is you're going to take your little RCA and plug it in the hole. And put it in this one. Cool. And that will actually go in the front. Now this is where the two inputs is so ideal, and a reason why you'll need it, because you have two different type of outputs, a left and a right, hence it's gonna be stereo. We don't want it to be mono, especially if you send out a stereo sound. So what we're gonna do is plug these into the input 1 and 2. Let me fix it there. Input 1, input 2. So white is left, so R is right, and bop. Cool. All this left is to plug in the power and set the little levels up, which I'm gonna do right now. All right, we are back. the sounds are all hooked up. You know, everything's there. Look at my sexy feet. And yeah, so all that's left is to turn the power on. Pop. Notice the ring. It came on. And the little light here. I'm not sure if you can see it. But yeah, light is on. Cool. Now, when we have these things finished, we have to just simply set it up in FL Studio. So yes, I'm going to go over some things for you right now. First off, here is how these sounds sound. So I'm going to hit play. Alright, cool. It's kind of like, you know, do. But yeah, anyways. So let's say we want to target a sound. Which sound? I like this Nexus sound right here. Alright, so what I'm going to do, because remember this is routed into out 3 and 4, I'm going to go into the out for this, click, out 3 and 4. Bam. Cool. Now once I hit play, you'll still hear it in output 1 and 2, because this is routed into the master, which goes to 1 and 2. So what we're going to have to do is press this, and great. Now if we hit play, we'll hear exactly nothing. So let me go ahead and hit play. Oh, that's a nice beat, ain't it? That's a nice sound, right? Actually, you still can't hear it. Good. And the reason why we can't hear it is because we don't have the sound coming back to us via the inputs. So 1 and 2 are, you know, the white and the red. So what we got to do now is make input 1 and 2 in the music program, you know, actually be on. So what we have to do now is go into an empty insert. So I'm going to say insert 2. All right. So let me just put this in the middle. Or no, let me just put it back here just in case it's script editing. Anyways, input. So we're going to go to 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. This is the stereo. So bam. Now that's in. If we hit play on the Nexus, because remember output 3 and 4 routed to input 1 and 2. I'm going to hit play. Oh wait, did I mess up something? Oh, duh, my dumb self. It's because the output level is all the way down. Let me go ahead and just mute everything else. Sever the Nexus and the 1 and 2. And bam. So if I raise this up. Bam. And notice these are green. So if we want to balance the sound, let's say we want the right one. Oh no, it's a little bit too much. Bam. There. So we're able to control which side, you know, we want to get more, to get less. We can even throw on the pad, which will help dampen the sound. That'll basically remove like some of the highs, make it a little pad-like. So it's kind of like mid-tone-ish feel. So yeah, if you want them on, I'm not going to put them on. But yes, now we have the sound signal coming in. We are able to do whatever we want with the equalization. This right here is the left channel. So let me just, you know, put its hair to the side there. Here's the left channel. Pop. And you can see here, damn, the focus is real bad, ain't it? There we go. Left channel. So yeah, 30 hertz, 60 hertz, 120, 240, 480, 1000, 2000, 4000, 8000, 16 kilohertz. So notice if we, you know, mess with this, you could definitely tell. So yeah, it's a definite given that these equalizers work. You can hear everything within, toggling these sounds. Now here's one more thing that you guys and girls might have come through if you have done this, and it's known as latency. Of course, remember in my last video about inputs and outputs, or my second to last, I don't know, I spoke about digital to analog conversions. So what's happening is we're putting 3 and 4, the digital, into analog, which is this output, and then from there it's going back to digital, which is back into the interface. So yeah, there's a lot of work going on, so it's gonna cause latency. So if you do have that problem, let me go ahead and show you what that is right now. I'm gonna go into here. Let me just name this Yamaha EQ for better, understanding. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna put it to the left, and I'm gonna put the Nexus back into the master so you can hear this as well. And I'm gonna put this to the right. Notice that there's gonna be a little bit of delay. So yeah, notice how the right side goes first and then the left. Yeah, that's because all the analog, digital, analog conversion. So what we would have to do in this case is change the buffer rate, the buffer rate speed, I guess, to make it fit. So I'm going to go ahead and click audio in my settings, go to the ASIO panel, and I'm going to drag this bit all the way down, the buffer length, to 1 millisecond. That's quick. So input latency is 23.2 samples, the output is 33. So you still get that 1.0, kind of latency, but that's almost, I don't see a difference in that point. So yeah, sample rate is always going to be on 44.1 for me. I like it like that. But yes, for some of you guys and girls, you might come across the problem of underruns. In that case, you will have to do your best to just play with the latency, and then after you record it, which I'll show you, you'll have to scoot it back a little bit. So yes, let's see if this worked out. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Yeah, you can hear the little clicks. Those are known as underruns. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, we do get a little bit of underrun, so it might be something that I have to do because I have the screen capture on, so it's taking my CPU and my memory, so that's why I'll hear the clicks. But normally I wouldn't hear it. But yes, in that case, we're good to go if we just turn off the recording and such. But for some of you, you might want to just set it back to your regular buffer length, or maybe just bring it up a little bit just to have, more of a leeway. So yeah, in my case, in my case, I'll just put it back to the regular. But yeah, there's going to be that delay, but of course we can edit it and make it feel, right. Oh shit, the camera's down. So yes, let me go ahead and just switch this camera thing real quick, and I'll get back to you later, or just now. Time to speak about one more thing, and that's it. I'll promise to leave you guys and girls alone. Alright, so notice again, if we go back to here, I'm going to hit play. Cool. The Yamaha insert, which is this thing right here, is outputting on a stereo. Remember this and this, 1 and 2. Dear, there's a reason why we have it in 1 and 2 and not both in one one input. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain that with this YRCA type cable here. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take this. Ooh, that's a nice sound. And take this one out, and I'm gonna pop them both into here. So this one goes in here, and this one goes in here. And what I'm gonna do is take this converter and just pop that in, and I'll put this in input 2. So remember how there's two different individual sounds. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to input 2. Now if I hit play, notice that it is one mono sound now. It's not two. So yeah, some sounds can benefit, others don't. So depending on what sound you use and how you want it to sound, you'll have to, put in the things accordingly. Of course, it could be equalized. And yeah. So yes, one more thing, of course. One more thing. I come from Jackie Chan. Yeah. Let's say we have a different sound. We could put in different sounds. We could put this one, which is, let me go ahead and hit play now. Or, yeah. This. Notice that's going through this thingy here as well. I keep saying thingy. So you could create layers, do two different sounds put together. We can even do, let me go ahead and turn these off. We can even do a bass sound. So this sound, I'm going to go ahead and put output 3 and 4. I'll go ahead and turn this off. We can even create like distorted sounds. Notice this. Yeah, even that sound itself is a unique sound that you could deal with. You could, create and make. And that is it. That is how you do the rerouting, or whatever term it is. I can't recall. One more thing I forgot to mention is that you have to record the sound before rendering out or exporting your project. The reason being is because this is not being recorded. This will, do that in the Yamaha. It's not gonna know those sounds unless it's played and record. Some music programs like Logic Pro X, I believe they have a real-time rendering or real-time exporting. So what that will do is play the whole song before it is finished. I believe it's not only Logic, but I know Pro Tools and maybe even Sony Acid Pro does the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. If you don't have a device, hopefully you guys and girls enjoyed the video and learned this for the future, because things like these are cool, essential to do. And yes, subscribe to your boy if you haven't. My name is Justin Omoi. If you don't know already, I make music tutorials to help you guys and girls with your music and artistry and such. And with that being said, let me show you.